said, where do you feel your strongest impact is? The movies or the music?
I don't know, wherever God sets me, bro. I mean, you are stronger in certain places at certain times. It just really, really depends, brother. What's your calling it?
As a rapper, you're one of the most vocals on the social scene. Where does your passion come from, and how do you feel about the industry today?
My passion comes from God, man, and being from Mississippi and the stuff that my people went through. I think that's my passion, bro. People. I love people, man, and I hate to see people being taken advantage of.
How do you feel about the industry today?
I feel like the state of rap music is only the state of America. Like, people try to put it on rappers because, it's black men. They try to blame all America's problems, and black men don't have no power to move the needle in America. You know what I'm saying? That ain't controlled by black men. It's controlled by old white men. So in me saying that, like, people look at the state of rap music, but rap music is a direct mirror of the world, or of America, I should say. You look at drugs in the community. Rap music didn't put drugs in our community. It's been there before rap. And we know where it comes from. Guns, rap music didn't create guns and the distribution of guns or murder in America or violence in America. The downfall of the music industry wasn't because of black men. It was because of the greed of all men, truly. So for me, I don't even look at the state of rap music, bro, because in the greater scheme of things, dude, we not really doing nothing but talking. Like somebody like Pop was truly dangerous because he was one of the few people that convinced people to want to do something more than just dance. And until until rap music can start making people do something again, wherever it may end up being, fighting, making love, going to buy a record, until we back to the point where we can make people do something besides download a record for free, I really don't think it matters at all to me. Because in most cases, the aggression in rap music is only towards ourselves. And that ain't moving no needle nowhere.
Now, you're setting trends. And you're setting trends for how businesses how business is done with hip hop artists. With doing commercials with Mercedes-Benz, Capcom, Gatorade, and there's a lot more you've done. How are you able to do this?
Oh man, just persevering and a lot of prayer, being patient, being in the right places, talking to the right people. It's a lot, man. It's not a one or two statement thing, but it's having a vision and believing in that vision. If you believe in that vision and you're in line with God, you'll find a way. Like, literally, I'm telling the truth. I looked on TV and said, man, I could do better music than what they're doing in these commercials. I know I can. And I put my focus on that, and that's all I was thinking. I started thinking about that all the time, literally. I started putting myself in a position, researching the different people in different places. And I was literally walking down the street in L.A. after a meeting and winked my eye at this girl. She ended up being related to me, and she knew one of the top people in the advertising industry and introduced me to him, and it started. And I literally had to audition for a year. I mean, like 12 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's patience and, making those calls and taking those meetings and, at the same time having a great staff. Like, that's something that I'm going to start talking about a lot. David Banner isn't just me. David Banner is a conglomerate of so many people, and I just happen to be stupid enough to run my mouth and put my face behind a concept that's so much bigger than myself.
When it comes to secret societies in the music industry, the Illuminatis and the other societies that are out there, do you feel that they are a ploy or a myth?
And you don't have to listen to how I'm going to state this. I think it's a bunch of bull. They do exist, but they have always existed. People are just talking about that because of somebody said Kanye and Jay-Z was in the Illuminati. That's the only reason why young black folks is talking about the Illuminati. I mean, the signs on our dollar bills and the making of our cities and all of this, it's always been here. It's been here before the slave ships got here. So, like, the interest in it is placed in the wrong place. You don't need to be talking about black people as it pertains to secret society, because they would never let a black person get to a place that meant something. They're nothing but gatekeepers and gate holders. You know, you got to understand, why would groups of people who brought you here as slaves respect you enough to give you the information that they have murdered societies over? That don't make sense. So if you're not going to really do the real research, shut up about it. If you're really not going to talk about the real people who are in these societies, shut up about it. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like we studied that in college. Like, me and the homies and my 5% homies, and like, we all studied that. I've been on that. I get it. But for people that, you know, I give an example. I tweeted out something with some Egyptian scripts on it. Oh, that must be the Illuminati. Shut up. What are you talking about? If I got a pyramid, you know, some ancient pyramid, like, come on, dude, like, quit it. So for me, man, like, I just wish people would shut up about that, man. Like, unless you're going to do, you know, due diligence and really research what you're talking about, just shut up. That's the one thing the internet has given a whole bunch of people who don't study anything a voice, and they the ones that yap the most. I'm sick of it, bruh. Like, if you really want to get down, let's get on it.
DavidBanner.com. Go donate today. TalkWithTides.com, TWTTV.net. I want to get your thoughts on Chicago and how out of control it is. What do you think needs to be done to get some control in Chicago and the situation that's going on out there with the murders?
I think it's the situation with black people in general. Chicago is just a big example of what's going on around the nation. This is a direct stem of slavery, dude. We see no worth and no value in ourselves. Like, we literally think we niggas. That's what I was telling you about at the beginning of the interview, and you'll see once you watch. When you get out the phone, since you got some time, you gotta watch that video. Like, if we knew that we were direct descendants of God, we would act different. We would treat ourselves different. Like, we were grown, we were brought up saying niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. So if that's the case, would you give a damn about that a nigga or a bitch or black people in general, if that's what you were always told that your people were? Like, we don't see any value in ourselves. If I don't love myself because I'm black, well, how do you think I'm going to feel about you? So, like, the process in Chicago is nothing that can be solved in the daytime. It's going to take rebuilding. It was 500 years of no reading, 500 years of being called a nigga, all the way up until, you know, all the way up to even recent. You know, I tell people that all the time. People get mad because black folks are calling themselves that, but that's all we ever been called. But then we started making money off of it, like you have always done. Why wasn't calling me a nigga a problem in 69? Why wasn't it a problem to you in 59? Why wasn't it a problem to you in 1949 or 39 or 1859? You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. we have copied the way that other people have treated us. And since we were placed in ghettos, if you do like research the word ghettos, they were a scientific experiment. If you put large groups of people in an environment with no resources, they're going to tear each other apart. Scientifically, that has been proven. So on top of that, having the mind state that we have, scientifically, we are going to kill ourselves. So until we start breaking down those barriers and those integers that are in that equation, it's going to continue to be the same. if we don't reteach our kids, if we don't put ourselves in a better environment, give ourselves better food, work out, all of these different things is going to continue. And they act like they don't know. They know. They created the equation. This is my personal opinion, brother.
DavidBanner.com. Log on today and make your donation. $1 is all he's asking. You spend
well,
that
make sure that they also look at the movie, bro. That's the most important thing right now, bro. Let me get up out of here. God bless you and be safe, okay?